Hello students, today we are with yet another chapter of Visual Basic, chapter number 10, that is Visual Basic Toolbox. So in this chapter basically we are going to discuss about the toolbox where all the important components of Visual Basic window are present. So this toolbox consists of various controls, various tools, and these tools are going to help you to design an application. This Visual Basic Toolbox will contain the tools and you need to draw these tools onto your form in order to create any of the application. Before that, we should understand that all the tools that are present in this toolbox are not same. They are not same, the functionality is not same, and these all are divided into three categories, and the three categories of the controls are intrinsic control, ActiveX control, insertable control. These are the three categories of the controls. First we are going to learn about the intrinsic controls. Intrinsic means something which is internal, which is inside. So these intrinsic controls are those controls which are contained inside the Visual Basic executable file. Exe files means executable file. So intrinsic controls are all contained in the Visual Basic exe file, and they are always included in the toolbox, unlike ActiveX controls. ActiveX controls can be removed or added to the toolbox, but intrinsic controls cannot be removed from the toolbox. This is the difference between intrinsic control and ActiveX control. That ActiveX can be removed from the toolbox or can be added onto the toolbox, but the intrinsic controls can't be removed. Why? Because they are internally present. They are present in the exe file of the Visual Basic. So intrinsic controls are like command button, like frame control. These all are the intrinsic control. So let us see some of these controls. The first one is the pointer, and the icon for the pointer is somewhat like this. This pointer tool is actually the first tool in the toolbox, and it provides you a way to move and resize forms in control. Whenever you are in need of resizing the forms, whenever you are in need of moving the form, then you need to make use of the pointer. This is not a control, but this will control the pointers to select any of the option. Next control of the category is the label, and the icon for the label is a capital A. With the help of this tool, you can display the text on the form, and this text can be modified, and the modification is done before the coding. Before coding your application, before coding your form, you are going to modify. So you can say that it helps the interactivity at the runtime. So why do we make use of the labels? Labels are generally used when we need to display the headings, or when we need to display a message on the form, we will be making use of the label. Now we have discussed in the last chapter that every of the control that is present in the toolbox has got its own properties. Now we are going to look at what are the properties of the label. The properties of the label, the first property will be name property. Name will give a name to the label that will be identified by the form, and the default name of the label is always label. If you have made use of one label only, it will be label 1. If it is you have used a second label also on the form, the name will be label 2, and if you have used yet another label on the form, then the name will be label 3. Then we have the alignment. Alignment, everybody knows that this is going to set the position of the text. This is going to set the position of the text. That means this will adjust where on the label you want the text to appear. Whether you want the text to appear in the center, you want to appear it on the justified, or you want it on the right, or you want it on the left. So that is the positioning. The position of your text on the control label will be decided by the alignment. Then we have the auto size property. Auto size property will adjust the size of the label according to the text. If you have written a shorter text, the size will automatically become short. If you are writing a long text, the size will automatically increase. So you need not to manually do it. This all will be done automatically. Then we have yet another property, that is caption. See, these are two different properties. Name property is for the identification of the control by the form, whereas caption is something that is displayed, that the user can see on the screen. So a user will make change to the caption, will not make change to the name, will make change to the caption. So for example, if you are using first label, it displays the caption as label 1. So you need to change that and make it something else, like enter your name or enter your class. So what you are going to do is, you are going to click on the caption property, and there you are going to delete the caption and write down the new caption. Next we have the font property. Font property will decide what type of font, what should be the style of your writing, and what should be the size of the writing. Then we have the forecolor. Forecolor will specify the color of the text. What color do you want to write with? Red, blue, green, purple, whatever color you want, you can choose it from the forecolor. Then we have the tooltip text. Tooltip text means that at the runtime, when an application is run, a form is run, and the user brings the cursor near to this control is going to display a pointer. This control will show you a tip that what this is, what you need to do in this. Then the visible. This visible is going to set the boolean values. It is going to decide whether this button will be displayed or hidden at the time of execution of the form. So these are some of the properties of the label, and in the next video we will understand this label through an example.